Just a normal day in Johnny's house, nothing happening. Everything's just, as it's meant to be, but what's this? It's a new guitar day again. Nice delivery this morning from the nice people at Epiphone. What we are looking at now is the 2020 Prophecy series. It doesn't really need any explanation, but obviously this is the SG and this is the Les Paul. And if you notice that they're both running the Fishman Fluence pickups, and they both got their coil taps or splits or whatever, three-way switch on that one, and all of these kind of do the tonal magic, and obviously the three-way on that as well. Some good stuff obviously coming out from Epiphone. They were making massive noises at the last NAMM before the world decided it was going to go batshit crazy. I've had a few different Epiphones kind of come through the studio over the past 12 months, and they've been really good. The Joe Bonamassa Epiphone, which I've got, that's still out on loan, because I'm a nice guy like that. I just lend stuff out to people because I'm just an all-round cool dude. That's kind of one of my favourites. That was actually better than the Gibson Les Paul Studio that I bought. Yes, I do actually buy some of these guitars. And the quality is outstanding from Epiphone now. It's just ridiculously good. So they're both running lock-in tuners as well from Grover. I think they're Rotomatic. The board on this, obviously you can kind of Google the specs, but the board on this is quite thick, but it's not obesely thick. It's not, it feels more 60s than 50s, I think. Some cool inlays on the fretboards on both of these. There's kind of the red in there and the blue in there on the SG. And obviously with this being the SG, the neck is kind of feels wider but slightly flatter. That's what SGs feel like. Captain Obvious. But they both sound really good. I mean, obviously when I get these, I kind of take them out the boxes and let them sit in the room temperature for a little bit, and then tune them up and maybe adjust the truss rod or whatever and try to get it where I think it's comfortable for me. So spec wise, I'm not really going to bleat on about it too much, because a quick Google search is probably easier for you to do, but you kind of want to know what they sound like. What I will say as well is quality wise, obviously, I did see these at NAMM in January, just gone, and was kind of blown away just how much Epiphone has just stepped the game up, even with running Kramer as well, because they've got, Gibson have got Kramer now. The Jersey Star, which I've done, is, I'll leave a link for that video in the one of the corners. It'll be there or there or there or there somewhere, and you'll be able to watch that. I mean, that Kramer's really good. These, you would think, with it having the title Prophecy, are going to be aimed at the young kids for detuning, but not necessarily so. I mean, the tonality possibilities of these Fishman Fluence, which seem to be appearing in a lot of guitars lately, these pickups are kind of aimed at, everyone. I think there's all kind of, the classic rock and the jazz fusion and the metal. I've not really had a lot of experience with the Fishman Fluence, to be honest. It wasn't one of the things that I'd got around to doing at NAMM last year, and there'll be no NAMM this year, which is kind of sad. So yeah, both good. SG, Les Paul, both with lock-in tuners, both with coil splits, coil taps, whatever you want to call it. Kind of classic looking, and the binding's really good on this as well. Really good. The build quality is fantastic. The frets feel, we haven't done the fret test. Let's do the fret test. Yep. No sharp frets there at all, like none. Normally what happens is on these, I wouldn't even class Epiphone as a lower end now. Normally what happens is on the what you would term as cheaper guitars, as you kind of get up to this area, between sort of 12 onwards, you get a couple of little bits that are kind of really sharp, but it's not on the Les Paul style anyway. But on the SG, you just do that little grab. I have a little rundown, and there's nothing. Maybe a little sharp there. No. I mean, you're not getting up to this bit anyway, are you? Let's be honest, but they're really, really good. So the fretwork's fantastic as well. That was just me being picky, really. The paint is good. I'm assuming that's going to be some kind of veneer, if you can see it off the GoPro reflection. But all right, let's do enough chit chat. Let's plug it into the trusty Helix and let you know what it sounds like. Let's do it.